Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuoSarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video we'll be taking a look at the most recent patch that came to Black Desert on January 5th of 2022, the first patch notes of 2022. A lot of cool stuff as far as information going forward in the game. A couple events you'll want to take advantage of as well. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it and let's start off with the events as we always do with every one of these videos. So the first event is a series of login rewards involving boss summon scrolls, and these are boss summon scrolls you need to kill in order to complete your pen gear questline, which is pretty cool. Every single day you log in for the next week here, next 6 days, you'll have these scrolls that you can pick up. So depending on what boss gear pieces you're going for, this is super helpful, especially for the King of the Navaran Steppe summon scroll if you are going for the Griffin helmet, and the Giffen Raizio Raid Captain scroll if you're going for the Uragan's shoes. There are two scrolls that are a pain in the butt to get, so make sure to pick those ones up if you're going for either of those armor pieces. But yeah, make sure to claim these rewards every single day, and do note that they can be stacked, so if you forget to claim them for one day and you log in, you'll still get them the next day as well. Now, keeping in the boss mindset, the next event is a Dark Rift boss event. So for killing bosses, you have a chance to get better boxes. The better boxes have black distortion earrings in the drop table, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have any of your Dark Rift bosses still piling up down here, make sure to knock these out during the event period for the chance with the better box, which gives you the black disto earrings. This event is running for 2 weeks through January 19th. The next event are the new login rewards for logging into the game in Black Desert for this month. If you press the escape key on the keyboard, go into the reward tab and the login reward menu, you will see these rewards. Pretty much the same thing we are always used to seeing. Also, interesting inclusion on day 27, the Imperial Training Delivery invoices. These usually show up during horse training events, so might be a foreshadowing of an event coming up in the future, we'll see. And the final event is a social media type event here, so what they want you to do is take a picture of your character ice fishing or riding your alpaca, post it on your social media platform using the tags Black Desert, ice fishing, and alpaca. Then go ahead and post a link to the URL in the comments of this post down here, so post a link down in the comments below. This will be linked in the description so you can enter if you desire. And for that, they'll give you some okay-ish rewards. So yeah, that's kind of it with that event. And with that final event, we can move on into the actual important stuff in the patch notes here, and there's a big essay letter here of a bunch of stuff that we can look forward to in the first half of 2022. So I'm going to summarize this for you so you don't have to read the whole thing. It is a picture, so I can't highlight the parts that I'm talking about, but I promise it's inside of here. But anyway, the first portion of this letter is basically saying, hey, we rethought about Black Desert and we're trying to make it better and everything's going to be great and we love the world and everybody's going to ride unicorns and it's going to be great. And after you get through that portion, we get into the actual things that are coming up as far as changes. So the very first change that they have listed here is right here, and it's talking about life skills. So the plan is to improve the income of life skills compared to the relatively lower profits that they make. So hopefully to bump the income of these, I'm looking forward to it as I am a life skiller. Next thing they talk about are the reworked classes themselves and how they are not done with reworks. They'll continue to receive feedback and make adjustments as required, so my moose is probably going to get nerfed. Big rip for me. On the PvP side of things, they plan to add world conquest for Russian-speaking and European countries. And they're also going to look towards different things for the global audience that we can all partake in. The next major portion of this is focused on the Mountain of Eternal Winter. So Mountain of Eternal Winter is coming out hopefully in the first half of the year, so trying to push up that release a little bit sooner than the original plan. The content focuses on story. It is very much story-driven, so a little change on the typical way that the content is presented. It's going to be fully voiced. We already talked about this in a bunch of videos on my channel. If you didn't watch it on my channel, you probably watched it on someone else's, because listen, I know you've been cheating on me, but it's okay. I forgive you. But anyway, there's a bunch of different grinding zones that are going to be in it. They're optimized to kind of fit into the smaller region that it is in, and yeah, so that's kind of the idea behind that. So yeah, when this region releases to NEWY-EU, I'll be sure to cover it and all that stuff. But anyway, it's something exciting to look forward to the first half of the year. And they really hammer it home, saying it's a completely different experience, completely different from the Black Desert you've come to know. So I'm actually kind of excited to see what it's like here in the NEWY regions. So with that out of the way, basic summary there is a new code that you can redeem right here. This will be in the description below. If you don't know how to redeem these, copy the code from the description or from the actual posts themselves. Press the escape key, adventure support, which is hiding behind my webcam. Use coupon, Control V, use. And then the coupon will be redeemed. Press the B key and you'll see all of the different things. So in this case, this code actually provided these two items down here, send web storage items. So a 7-day blessing box, which provides you a blessing of kamasylve and Old Moon, as well as a 7-day value pack. Now in addition to this code, there's another code for the 2022 arrival here. This one is active until January 12th, and I've already redeemed it, but it's right here. It'll be linked in the description below as well. Then we get into the actual information of the patch, and the biggest one that most people are concerned about is going to be the graduation. So you can graduate your season character assuming you have completed the season pass. So I'm not on my season character, but you all know what the season pass is by now. You'll have to finish that to complete your graduation. It's pretty similar to other seasons. I have season graduation guides on my channel, like 75 of them at this point. I'm not graduating my season character yet because I'm going to take advantage of grinding on the season servers where I don't have to deal with PvP. So if you want to graduate early, just watch my video from like last season. So you get the same rewards we're used to, a gift box full of memories, all the same stuff, exchange coupons, yada yada yada. The big change on this one is that in order to complete the quest line that lets you choose either a pen capotia accessory if you hadn't done one in previous seasons, or the Advice of Valks if you've already played through the seasons before, because spoiler alert, Advice of Valks again this year, you will need to have graduated. So before you used to be able to just talk to Fugar as soon as you hit level 20 or whatever, now you actually have to graduate in order to do that. And it specifically calls it out here that you have to have graduated from the winter season to exchange the gift. So yeah, if this is your first season, make sure to pick the Pen Capotia necklace. After that, make sure to go for either the Pen Capotia ring or the Pen Capotia belt. Do not get the earring, it's not entirely worth it. So one of these two, and then whichever one you don't get the next season, get the other one. Pearl of Stars last, and then your Advice of Valks the rest of the way out. Moving on to the events, we already covered all of the events, so nothing to say there, and we can move on to the new and improvements. So, Black Spirit's rage skills for most classes got buffed by increasing the amount of AP that you get, whether you consume a 100% or a 200%, to sort of make it in line with the rage absorption skill. This is useful for people that grind. You probably know what I'm talking about on this. So it's giving you more incentive to use the Black Spirit's rage skill as opposed to using the skill absorption skill. And then if you scroll through the notes here, you'll see that a lot of these skills got buffed pretty hard, pretty big at percent scalings or hits scalings on a lot of the different abilities for the Black Spirit's Rage. I'm not going to read through all these. Just generally speaking, most Black Spirit's Rage skills got buffed pretty hard for pretty much every class. So, yeah, just scroll down the line until we get to more patch notes information. And there's only two changes that I see that will impact a lot of different players in the game. The first is the change to Tuvelo weapon exchange coupons. Historically, these had to be used on a seasonal character Tuvelo weapon. They can now be used on all Tuvelo weapons. So regardless if it was a season character or not, definitely a nice quality of life improvement there. And the second change that I think will impact a lot of people is in the system category. Adjusted the time that it takes to automatically check in a ship anchored near a wharf from 2 hours to 1 hour. So we'll see if that helps to clear up the ports at all in like Velia or something like that. But otherwise, I guess that's pretty much it with this video. So a lot of different things. Once again, make sure to take advantage of the login rewards right here on the Y key on the keyboard. Make sure to pick up these boss scrolls here. Be super useful for advancing your pen quest lines. Make sure to redeem those codes. You don't want to miss out on the free stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So lots to look forward to in 2022 with that little letter. I'll make sure to keep you updated on all of that information. And once again, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed so you stay updated when new content like this comes out. And I look forward to seeing you at the next live stream over on Twitch, the next YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.